Hey, what's up? It is pretty late. It is Thursday, October the 9th, and I was honestly not sure if I was even going to do a vlog today, but I said I was going to try to do this every day for the rest of the month because it is Vlogtober, and I'm still working. I have a lot of things that I have on my plate and before me, a lot of issues, and it honestly is like it's always something. It seems like it's literally always something. But I wanted to just share a message to encourage you, as I encourage myself, that you really cannot, and it sounds cliche, and you've probably heard this message before, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You absolutely have to refresh and refill yourself and take care of yourself first before you can take care of anyone or anything else. That comes to family, or that counts for family. That counts for your business if you have one or multiple businesses. That counts for even your own children if you have children. And I know, especially we women, and a lot of times I'm not trying to discriminate, especially Black women, this moniker of being the strong Black woman, I really hate that title. I never have given myself that title. And I've heard a lot of people say to me, "Oh my God, Elizabeth, you've gone through so much. You're so strong." And I may not respond the way that I feel like it sometimes. And a lot of times I'll just say, "Thank you. I appreciate it." Not in a prideful way to say, "Yeah, I know," because that's not what I'm saying. I'm not even agreeing with them. I'm just trying to not act like I'm not accepting of a compliment if they think that's a compliment. Honestly, being called a strong Black woman is really not a compliment. Especially when you see that there are so many Black women that have gone through so many struggles, not appreciated. And I'm not sitting and because we're not a monolith, and I know that not all of us are the same. And there are a lot of women that have lived lives that may not be seen as one to mimic or emulate. But even if I have judgments, because we're human beings, we all pass judgment on people or things that we see. I'm never going to sit here and say I never do that. We all do it. But I also try my best to come from a space of giving grace to people and understanding, even if I may not rock with you personally. I try to come from a space of understanding and grace because I understand that all people have gone through things. But like I said, it still doesn't mean that I would want to have anything to do with some people, because it's just like that. They're family members and in-laws that I just don't want to have anything to do with, because when a person shows you who they are, you believe them the first time. One of the realest statements that ever was said by Maya Angelou. So I'm saying that to say I'm dealing with a lot. I have an event that my business is having this weekend. That was put off for a couple of weeks. Now it's finally coming up. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like, but rain or shine, we're still going to move forward with it. And I'm just praying and hoping for the best with that. And then I'm dealing with things personally and, a lot of things with the business. And I've had so much on me for the past several years. And I am like, I have literally been exhausted. But with all the things that I have gone through and have been experiencing, it really is, it pisses you off a bit, sometimes a lot, when people don't appreciate you. They don't express gratitude for the things that you're doing and the things that you have done. But selfish people will never do that. You can't even really expect it. It would be nice. But self-centered and selfish people, and I'm not talking about any one person in particular, I'm speaking overall. Because like I said, I've gone through so much over the past several years. And one of the things that I've learned in this journey of people pleasing and looking out for other people over myself, you're going to piss people off when you stop people pleasing, because anytime they are looking to be pleased, it is about what they want and never even considering what you need. And it's BS and it hurts, because I've even said this in business. When I've experienced sabotage and, different situations over the years in my business, it's like I would have a conversation with someone about the situation, and I'm like, you know what? I may own a business, but I'm a person that owns a business. I'm not a robot. So I have feelings. And when people do shit that, excuse my language, that devastates you in multiple ways, it hurts. And so to have people pass judgment on you based on what other people have done, or even just, I'm trying to think of the word right now, because honestly, like I said, it's pretty late and I'm still working on things, and I know I need to go. I know I need to go to sleep, but I'm trying to finish some things before I do go to sleep and hopefully upload this video before midnight. But I'm saying, people are pretty selfish. People will more likely than not consider themselves before they consider you or think about you. And even in relationships, I have been done dirty by family, and I have, it's not funny, but it's like that old saying, you laugh to keep from crying. I have been done dirty by family or in laws, and I would get blamed for what they have done. And it's like, are you freaking kidding me? Either get blamed for what they've done, or a combination of get blamed for it and then also get told, get over it, move on. No, I may not be staying in that situation and living in the past, but it doesn't mean that I have to not remember who they are and what they did. Because those who forget history are doomed to repeat it. Why would I forget what I've gone through with these people and just forget about it and then just move on and act like nothing ever happened? No, it's not going to work that way. And then, in this journey of being a caregiver, you can speak to, I've had conversations with other caregivers, and they all have similar stories where you become the proverbial, and I say this, in that way for a reason, the proverbial punching bag. And then to have conversations with people at the VA that just pretty much are like, well, yeah, that's just how it is with, certain situations, just to just say, well, you have to understand what they're going through. And I'm like, okay, well, what about what I'm going through? I have had so many times where I have reached out to the VA about getting just mental health counseling for myself and making sure that I'm okay. And I'm like, look, he's being taken care of, and I'm making sure as much as I can that he's taken care of. But I also need to get help for me. And to be told by these people, well, yeah, you're the spouse, and until this happens or that happens, unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do for you. But hey, you can check out these resources. And it's like, well, yeah, I could have done that on my own, but thanks for nothing. And I'm just saying that to say how I have been doing my best to try to check in on me and make sure I'm okay. And everything has not been perfect in me, making those attempts to do those things, but I have made strides. I have spoken with different, people, and getting counseling and therapy is really important. And also just trying to look out for me and take care of me, in the ways that I can. But just to be told that, it really makes you feel like you're not important. But I had a conversation with someone today, about some things that I was, contacting about. And just to share my story and some of the things I was going through, to hear someone say to me, "You are an incredible woman, and I just want you to know that I appreciate your service and thank you for everything that you are doing." That almost made me cry because that's just not something that I hear a lot of. And it's nice to hear it. I don't look for compliments. I don't look for people to praise me for what I have done or what I am doing or trying to do. But it's damn sure better than being made to feel like nothing or not important or not considering what I need versus, what someone else wants. And just a number of things that I could go into that I'm not, going to right now. But it's really important to protect your peace and your energy and looking on yourself for what you need. And yeah, it's nothing wrong with some of the wants too, but like I said, going through this journey of trying not to be a people pleaser so much, learning how to say no, not right now. Hey, if I could, I would, but it's just not possible. Or, just different things like that. And pissing people off, it comes along with the territory. But if you don't save yourself first, how can you take care of anybody else? And I talked about this before on another video that I did, but it just comes back to mind at the moment. And I forbid this and I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. I say that seriously. Gene Hackman, the actor, they found him and his spouse dead. They said it had been like weeks or whatever since they had come to their demise. But they said based on the autopsy, it definitely appeared that the caregiver, the wife, she passed on before he did. And because he was sick and she was no longer alive to be able to help take care of him, he eventually passed on too. But that is a story that is common. And I'm like, the devil is a liar. That ain't happening to me. So I'm definitely doing my best to prevent that from happening. But I have my moments where it's just like, yeah, things are crazy right now. So I have to check in on me and make sure I'm okay and not continue to hold my breath and hope and pray that I will continue to breathe. Because a lot of the stuff that I've experienced over the past few years, there have been many times where I was holding my breath. Holding my breath, holding your breath is not healthy. You have to breathe. You have to get rest. I've had a lot of sleepless nights. I've experienced a lot in terms of, I've experienced a lot. I'll just leave it at that. And so that's one of the lessons that I've learned. You definitely have to make sure that your cup is not empty. You got to refresh and refill yourself first so that when you are pouring out, your cup isn't empty. You can't pour from an empty cup. There's nothing to pour if you're empty. You have to put your oxygen mask on first before you could take care of or save anybody else. And it would be nice if people who you're helping in whatever capacity that is, like I said, whether it's family, friends, business, it would be nice if they understood that. But like I said, these people that you're trying to please, they're only thinking about what they want, maybe what they need to, but they're only thinking about what they want. They're not considering what you even need because they don't care. And if you can't give them what they need, then they're like, to hell with you. I have experienced it so many times and I'm just so over it. I really am. And so I got to go ahead and wrap this up because, like I said, it's late and I got a lot of stuff that I got to do tomorrow. So I got to get up pretty early. But anyway, guys, make sure that you're not continuously putting everyone else before yourself. Protect your peace and your energy. Make sure that you refresh and refill yourself first because you cannot pour from an empty cup. And stop giving everyone else what they want when they don't even give you what you need. And I'll just end it there. So let me know if you understand where I'm coming from in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey with me as a minister of beauty with my crazy hair and all of that. And it's Thursday, October the 9th. And so until the next video, this is the 9th day of Vlogtober. I'm Elizabeth, the Minister of Beauty, and I share the Bible. That's business inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. So until next time, I hope and pray you all have an amazingly blessed and beautiful day, and that you stop putting everyone else before yourself.